If you teach with Chromebooks in your classroom, it's very helpful to have a shared vocabulary with your students that you can use to help them navigate their device. We're going to take a quick tour of a couple of Google products, and I'm going to point out some of my favorite terms for these symbols that you see in the Chrome browser. Right now, we're on a Google page. If I look up in the top right corner, I'm going to see a couple things, say my profile picture and Gmail. But this symbol right here will allow you to switch between Google apps. I like to call this the Google waffle. Some people call it the Rubik's Cube. By clicking on the waffle, we'll get access to Gmail, Drive, Calendar, all the different apps that Google provides. This is the easiest way to encourage your students to switch from one Google product to the other. Perhaps you're in Google Drive. You want them to open up Google Classroom. Say, click on the waffle, select the app. Bonus tip, you can rearrange the icons on this screen. Students enjoy doing this, so put the ones that you use most frequently up towards the top within easy reach. I'm going to go ahead and go into Google Classroom, and we'll take a look at the next symbol. This one's going to appear on the left side of the screen, way up here. This one is also very common. I call this the hamburger, those three horizontal lines. Some people call it the pancake, so pick your favorite food type. That is the hamburger, and this hides various settings and different options. So in Google Classroom, when we click on the hamburger, it reveals a calendar, different classes that we're teaching. All kinds of good stuff hidden under the hamburger. Next up is one of my favorites, and we'll see this one regularly. It's one of the more common ones in the Chrome browser. We see it right here and here and here and here, and it's actually way over here on the right side of the Chrome browser as well, right up by the X where we would close the browser. You'll see it there. I call this the snowman. I've also heard it referred to as the ice cream cone or the Timbits. Pick your favorite. Like the hamburger, the snowman will hide different options and settings. So in Classroom, you can see a few options there. In the Chrome menu, you'll see a lot of different choices revealed. So we've got the Google waffle up here in the top left. We've got the hamburger over here on this side. We've got the snowman. The last one that I'll show you appears in most Google services. We'll switch over to Google Drive, and we'll see it up here at the top. Now, I used to call this the gear, the cog, something like that, but I've recently started calling it the fidget spinner. Your students get a big kick out of that. So the fidget spinner settings as well. We'll see this in Gmail, Google Drive, Google Calendar, many of those different things. So those are some of my favorites. Those are the most common ones that we'll see. One more term that you may want to introduce your students to. This is Chromebook specific, and that is the search key. So on a Chromebook, if you look where you would typically see the caps lock key, instead of caps lock, it has a magnifying glass, and that's the search key. By pressing that key, it will open up the Chrome app launcher, like you see here. We can also do the same thing simply by clicking on the circle in the bottom left corner of a Chromebook, but that search key gives the student access to their Chrome apps as well as Google Search. Those are some vocabulary terms for the Chrome browser. Hope you find that helpful, and you'll have a good time explaining and sharing those to your students.